He was the quietest boy in the entire school. During class, the teacher asked everyone a question. Charlie knew the answer, but he just could not bring himself to raise his hand.
If you tell me which author invented the paperback book. Anyone?
He instinctively avoided the teacher's gaze. Instead, he quietly wrote the answer in his notebook. He didn't want anyone to notice him.
The author is Charles Dickens.
Trying to get him to speak, the teacher asked another question. This time, he promised that whoever answered correctly would get a perfect participation grade. None of the other students knew the answer. Charlie simply wrote it down again. When the teacher revealed the answer, it matched Charlie's notebook word for word.
You should learn to participate.
Why didn't you raise your hand?
After class, Mr. Anderson stopped Charlie. The teacher had seen right through his quiet mask. Instead of criticizing him, he offered kindness and encouragement. That simple act of understanding made him the first real friend Charlie had since starting school. His name was Charlie. He was a freshman in high school. He kept to himself. He rarely spoke. He had no friends. He was bullied on a regular basis, but he never fought back. He simply endured it in silence. His parents hardly noticed what he was going through. They believed he was just a shy kid. His older brother was away at college and only came home during breaks. His sister was a high school senior. Most of her attention was on her immature boyfriend. In this family, Charlie felt almost invisible. The first time he truly felt interested in something happened during art class.
One senior decided to make fun of the teacher instead of the freshman.
An upperclassman named Patrick wanted to help the freshman loosen up, so he drew the same goatee as the teacher on his face. Then he started copying the way the teacher talked. He got caught immediately.
Either you call me Patrick or you call me nothing.
Okay. Nothing.
Patrick was unapologetically himself. Charlie could not help admiring him. Patrick lived without worrying about what anyone thought. A few days later, during a football game, Charlie was sitting alone in the stands. He noticed Patrick sitting nearby.
Hey, nothing. Hey, enough.
Oh, suck it, virginity pledges.
Summoning every bit of courage he had, Charlie walked over. In a barely audible voice, he greeted him.
Hey, Patrick.
He did not use the mocking nickname. He called him by his real name. That tiny gesture led to something Charlie never expected. Patrick immediately started chatting with him. He invited Charlie to sit beside him. His sincerity and warmth caught Charlie completely off guard. Just then, a girl walked over. Her name was Sam. She was Patrick's stepsister. She had bright eyes and a smile warm enough to melt away the coldest winter. She sat right beside Charlie. His shy personality left him unsure of what to say, so he quietly waited for Patrick to introduce them. But around someone as open and easygoing as Sam, all of Charlie's nervousness suddenly felt unnecessary. After the game, Patrick invited Charlie to the school dance. Charlie stood awkwardly against the wall. He watched the lights sweep across the couples dancing on the floor, but his eyes were fixed on only one person. As the music grew louder, his body slowly began moving with the beat. He took a sip of a drink mixed with alcohol to calm his nerves. Then he slowly stepped onto the dance floor. Patrick and Sam grabbed his hands and started dancing with him. In that moment, everything around Charlie seemed different. The only word he could think of was warmth. Nothing else came close to describing the feeling. For the first time, he felt like he had found his people. That sense of belonging became the first step toward healing the wounds he had carried for so long. After the dance, Patrick and Sam took Charlie to a friend's party. The host had made marijuana brownies for everyone. Charlie had worked up an appetite after dancing. Without thinking twice, he ate one. Not long after, he started saying the first things that came into his head.
How do you feel, Charlie?
I just really want a milkshake.
Everyone laughed, but Sam did not brush it off. She actually made him a milkshake. Feeling relaxed for the first time in a long while, Charlie finally let his guard down. He told Sam how beautiful she was. Then he opened up about the pain he had been carrying. His best friend from middle school, Michael, had died in an accident the year before.
Kinda wished he left a note, you know what I mean?
Losing his friend made Charlie retreat even further into himself. Trying to ease the awkward mood, he headed to the bathroom, but he accidentally opened the wrong door. Inside, he found Patrick kissing Brad, the star quarterback. Patrick rushed after him. He begged Charlie not to tell anyone. Brad did not want people finding out he was gay. Even the people who seem the most confident are often hiding a secret no one else knows. After hearing Charlie's story from Sam, Patrick called over all of their friends.
Raise your glasses to Charlie.
What did I do?
You didn't do anything. We just want to toast our new friend. You see things, and you understand. You're a wallflower.
For the first time, no one looked at him like he was some kind of freak. Charlie finally felt a real sense of belonging. He was beginning to see his own value. On the drive home that night, a song unlike anything Charlie had ever heard came on the radio. Sam stood up through the sunroof. The evening wind filled her dress as the city lights danced across her face. She stretched out her arms and embraced the wind. Charlie could not stop staring at her. She looked so free, so radiant. As he watched her, a feeling he had never experienced before quietly filled his heart. From that day on, Charlie began to enjoy life at school. Every day, he looked forward to meeting his his friends at lunch. As he got to know Patrick and Sam better, he realized that behind their fun-loving personalities were painful stories. Patrick had always been careful to protect his relationship with Brad, but Brad was terrified that his father and everyone at school would discover he was gay, so they kept their relationship a secret. Sam carried wounds of her own, because she was beautiful. Older boys often got her drunk when she first started high school. She had been deeply hurt. She knew what it felt like to be used and made to feel small. Maybe that was why she and Patrick understood people who felt alone, and why they were always willing to help someone like Charlie. Like most teenage boys, Charlie found it impossible to express his feelings. Sam's boyfriend treated her terribly. He was always distracted. He never really listened to what she had to say. Even so, Sam still wanted to be with him. Charlie could not stand the guy, but he kept those feelings to himself. One day, Charlie accidentally walked in on his sister arguing with her immature boyfriend. Then, without warning, the guy hit her. Charlie immediately charged at him. Thankfully, his sister held him back before things got any worse. But just a few minutes later, Charlie looked out the window. What he saw made no sense to him. His sister and her boyfriend had already made up.
What are you doing?
Look, I egged him on. You saw it.
He could not understand it. Why would his sister put up with someone who treated her that way? Why did Sam always end up with the wrong guys? The question stayed with him. So the next day, he decided to ask Mr. Anderson.
Why do nice people choose the wrong people to date?
We accept the love we think we deserve.
Can we make them know that they deserve more?
We can try.
Those words gave Charlie hope. They gave him something to believe in. All winter long, he helped Sam study. With Charlie's tutoring, Sam earned the grades she needed. She finally had a chance to get into college. On Christmas Day, Charlie had a gift for everyone. Every single present was a perfect match. His friends loved them all. Although Charlie seemed quiet and reserved, he understood the people around him better than anyone else. That Christmas, Sam also opened up about the most painful chapter of her life. When she was younger, she was manipulated and sexually assaulted by her father's boss. The experience shattered her self-worth. She grew up believing she did not deserve to be loved or treated with kindness. That was why she kept ending up in unhealthy relationships. She had never believed she was capable of getting into college, but meeting Charlie gave her hope for the first time. For a while, everything seemed to be getting better. But when Christmas arrived, Charlie's world began to fall apart. Christmas was the day his beloved Aunt Helen had died. To Charlie, she was the one person who understood him better than anyone else. On his birthday, she had gone out to buy him a present. She never made it home. She was killed in a car accident. That tragedy became one of the biggest reasons Charlie withdrew from the world. He blamed himself completely for her death. The guilt never left him. It slowly turned him into the quiet, withdrawn boy everyone knew. That night, Charlie left the house by himself. He had no idea where he was going. He just kept walking and walking until he finally collapsed. He lay in the snow, completely losing track of time. His mind replayed memories of Aunt Helen over and over again. He remained there until an ambulance rushed him to the hospital. Not wanting his parents to worry, Charlie never mentioned the hallucinations. He did everything he could to pretend he was fine, but his habit of hiding his own feelings just to please everyone else soon created another problem.